Well, hey guys, I don't know if I'm in the frame exactly, but looks like I'm going to be sitting like a gangster tonight because I don't know how to get myself to fit into the frame well right now. But anyway, I'm glad I got those last two videos posted because those are the things that I find to be the most important. But now I'd like to introduce you to myself. I'm Nathan Briscoe. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to school at ASU and working full-time. For me, the last couple of years have been ones of transition. I've grown up in the church my whole life, and mostly non-denominational churches. And this transition came mostly from seeing the Paul Washer's shocking youth message and from an issue my brother had, wherein my dad had to step in and he kind of rose to the occasion of blessing the children, blessing his children, which I'm one of them, and praying for them, and just passing on blessings. Ever since then, I've been on a path of learning how to hear the Spirit and learning how to be humble. One of the biggest things I learned from the Paul Washer youth message was that I had already been hearing from God, but I just wasn't obeying Him. The big thing God was telling me most of my life was that I needed to pray and read the Bible regularly. I kind of thought this was just my church culture reaching out, but it wasn't. You know, it was God speaking to me over and over and over. But this transition was a little bit of a bumpy one. I had a slew of passive-aggressive tweets that went out, tweets, Twitter updates. I'm kind of a social retard, so a lot of the things I'd been learning earlier in life, I've used those things that I'd learned as fuel to condemn people outside of me. So as I learned all these new things, I kind of tended to look around at other people, less myself. What I'm going to be doing in these messages, though, is I'm going to be going through all of my old tweets and explaining what I was thinking at the time and if my thinking has changed since then. Hopefully it has. I'm going to do my best to not make the same mistake that I did then, which was to not receive the things the Lord had for me to myself, but rather than to use those things that I had received from the Lord as ammunition against others. And I hope that I can live up to that. I'm still learning. There's a lot of things that I still struggle with. But I'm hearing from the Lord right now to hush, to not be quite so negative. And we'll see how I do. I hope you find that these videos are informative and interesting.